Alright, good afternoon everybody. It's now Wednesday afternoon. I don't know how many days in a row this is. Definitely, I believe, a record for this channel. Anyway, some days you wonder, what are you going to post? What are you going to record? And then you drive up and you see this in your driveway and you go, that was stupid. So the Maserati came back today. We got it ceramic coated. A local guy did it for me, Dave Proctor. I'll put up his information a little bit. And then Jeff got the repair done. I'll show that to you in a minute. And both did awesome jobs. They are, they're a couple hundred yards from my garage, so to have that kind of resource right next to me is really helpful. Alright guys, apologize for the Q7 in the background, but I still have the sun. I just want to show you. This is where the guy hit me. See one day. So we are gonna. I just wanted to show you how good my buddy Jeff did this repair. Can't see it at all. Alright, so I just owe a big shout out to Jeff and Dave, and I'll put both their contact information in the description below, and I'll probably put it up here in a subtitle, when I get in there and do my editing. But anyway, just to have these two cars sitting next to each other, how often do you get to see an R8 and a Gran Turismo sitting together, and how often do you get to see it in your driveway? So this is my home driveway. Let's see, let's just do, there's my kids. That's Sean's Tesla X. We've not done a proper introduction for it. We will get that done. But I was panning around. This is sort of a several acre dog yard. I know it looks like horse pasture. We used to have two little, or actually one little mini in here, so we got a little shed for him to stay in. And there's my driveway out into the woods. The main road is back up there. That's the last guy on the road down there. There's only two of us on this road. There's my 4Runner. There's the trailers that I showed you before. Let's see. Front yard, kind of like the backyard the other day. It looks about its worst right now. The grass has just started to green up, but all these trees will come to leaf, and place looks pretty good come springtime. So let's do our kind of once around. I'm not going to get you in either car today. We've been in both the last few days, but why not walk around and see these things? So I was noticing this when I pulled up in my driveway. This has probably got to be the nicest ass in automotive. I just like how wide it is, how squat it is. I love that it's sort of smushed down. It just looks great to me. And this is just a fantastic car. It's just, to me, it's shaped so well. The red is perfect. It's just a great car to have in the collection. And since it's back and totally fixed and ready to go, Anne-Marie's decided she's gonna drive it tomorrow. So see how she does with it. Alright, that's enough bling, that's enough eye candy for the day. Hey guys, a little bit later now. You can tell it's dark out here, but yeah, just so what am I think I'm lazy day today. Sweatshirt, and I worked out really hard, so I'm hurting a little bit today. Got the after workout lull going, but I had somebody send me something, so I just wanted to shout them out on the channel and just tell them thank you. I don't see, there goes the cocaine habit. I don't know why I do that. Anyway, I just wanted to call this guy in particular. So this is Nick Barrows. Well, I think we know him as Eagle Run. Yeah, Eagle Run 23 is what we see him on YouTube as. But Nick sent me. Nick's got a hobby out there, and it's a company. And it's got a product. And I just thought it was an example of how to do something on the side. He's got a regular job, but he's got a passion, and his passion is coffee. So look, this guy actually sent me 4 of these to try them out. I don't think it's, he sent them to me for free, but he didn't pay me for this. Hope nobody thinks I'm gonna make your product make or break your product by sending it to me. But anyway, I just wanted to shout out and say, hey, this is Texas Parks Outlet Coffee. He's done this on the side. He's done this on, while he's got another job, and he wrote me a nice letter to go with it. And he's hoping to scale this up someday, so that was pretty cool. He sent me, he's got a couple different versions, so Texas Gold, Texas Pecan, or Pecan, I don't really care how you say it, Texas French, and you can get them a whole or you get them a ground. I thought it was pretty cool. And I love Texas, I always have. If it ever leaves the Union, I'm going with her. But I spent quite a bit of time and I got an old mug. So look, I got the mug I'm going to drink that coffee with. So again, just a quick shout out. Just reach out and say, hey Nick, pretty cool. That's what I mean. Grind it out. Ha, see what I did there? Ground it out. You got to grind these things out on the side, and test your dreams before you put all your beans in one bag. Oh, I'm full of them. I'm here all week. Anyway, I just wanted to shout him out. Thanks a lot. I don't know if it's my first mail time. Anyway, I'll put my P.O. box down below. If you ever want me to show people your product or your idea, I'll certainly do it. I don't think it's going to change a whole lot for you, but I'm certainly willing to do it, and it's a little bit fun. Thanks, everybody. All right, guys, I think we'll just finish this video off with just some chat about, I guess I don't need my glasses, I can still see you. I want to talk to you a little bit about some, firing off on ideas without really thinking through them. And although that sounds negative, I want to teach a little bit about how I think you should go about doing that and some things to watch out for. A lot of you started asking me questions about ideas you have, whether it be investing, whether it be starting something new, growing your business. And I feel like a lot of people take shots at ideas without really thinking through them. And a couple examples, because they proliferate the comments and the feedback and the emails I get from you. And one of them is, hey, I'm thinking about buying some property as an investment. So we'll just let's just talk about that for a minute. One of my concerns is, or one of the things I would ask you to ponder is, if you're going to take an idea and actually spend money on it, the question I would have for you is, do you know somebody who's done it? I don't mean somebody on TV. I don't mean some donkey you've heard from on YouTube. I mean, do you have anybody in your life that you know has done this and actually made money at it and been a success? And if the answer is no, I think you should stop maybe, and part of your research, part of your prep should be, go find somebody who's done it. I mean, really actually done it and been successful at it. Because we always hear things like, oh, property is the best thing to invest in. God's not making anymore. Stuff like that. You can lose your ass on it. I've done several, and some have been successful and some haven't, but I would be careful. Hey, I'm going to dump a bunch of money in the market and be my investment manager. That's another one I hear from time to time. Man, unless you're one in a million, you don't know what you're doing. And a couple people I've written back to in the last 2 or 3 days, I'm a huge disciple or fan of Warren Buffett. And what he said, I mean, he'd probably arguably the most successful market player on the planet. And he plays the market by buying and then never selling. And I'll put a link in a future video, I don't feel like finding it tonight, to his annual reports. And if you can stand to read 10 pages, this guy's pretty funny. And he talks about his investment philosophy. But he said if he ever died, that the way he would want his family investments to be taken care of was to liquidate everything and put everything in an S&P index fund. Because they're very cheap. Nobody really beats the market year over year for 20, 30, 40 years. And it leaves your life for you to go do something else than stare at your money and worry about why it's going down. So if you're going to do something else, just make sure you know somebody who's done it and can teach you and mentor you how to do it. So I'll give you another example of what I've been working with the last few days, and that's several of you written in and say, hey, say to this Monday, I'm thinking about buying a house. And when I ask you why, I think what I largely got back was, I don't know, or well, that's that's what everybody does, and you can't be really different than everybody else if you act and do what everybody else does. So just make sure if you're buying a house, you're doing it because you want the house and not because it's going to make you a bunch of money. You know, I don't know if we're in the kind of market right now where you buy property and in general it goes up and makes you a lot of money. I'm sure there are examples of me being totally wrong over the next few years, but I would tell you I won't be doing it. I'll be staying out of the land market. I own my home, I own my farm, I own one piece of investment property that ate my ass for 10 years. And so if you think you're going to build this second string of a string of income, or this multiple streams of income idea, just make sure it's actually going to produce a stream of income. Because I'll tell you, over my 30 years, it is very hard to own a piece of property at the price where, when you carry principal, interest, and insurance, and you pay real estate tax every year, and you pay the carrying costs and the repair costs, that you can then rent it or lease it out and make it a net positive every month. So then the other game is, well, you add in the appreciation over 10 or 20 years, it really does. So just make sure that's true. You know, find somebody who's run the spreadsheets and the models and make sure that's true. I guess the other part I'd like to maybe finish this with is, you know, be careful of asking me. Be careful of the answers I give you. I'm an expert maybe in growing business and understanding how to make decisions and evaluate options. And yes, I sold my business and I put a lot of money in the bank, and I won't have to worry about money again. And that does not make me an expert in money or money management. It doesn't make me an expert in things I know nothing about. So, you know, I'll certainly do my best to answer questions on these videos. I'll do my best to answer questions you give me in the channel, and I'll do my best to mentor you if you ask me questions over email. But that doesn't make me right. What that makes me is somebody who's probably older than you and more experienced than you with an opinion. And I've run one path to success. And I think life will teach us there are a billion paths to success. I can only really discuss the ones that I'm experienced in. So just be a little bit careful. If you're asking me how to invest money, I'll certainly give you my thoughts and my opinions. If you're asking me how to grow your business, I'll give you my thoughts and my opinions. But check them out, bounce them off other people. Please don't just ask me. I don't want to lead you astray. I'm one opinion in the world. I should be one of a number of voices talking to you, like your council of counselors, and then you have to adjudicate what all your counselors tell you and make a final decision. So I'm making a bad decision right now. I'm drinking a bang at 8 o'clock at night. That is a bad decision, by the way. So there's proof of be careful how much you follow me. You guys, I like these videos. The feedback has gotten more and more. I mean, our interactions have gotten much higher. It's kind of impressive. It's a little scary. You know, if the channel does blow up, I don't know how much individual interactions I can do. But right now, I continue to try to react to every comment, answer every question, and I'll continue to do that until it becomes too much of a burden or just too hard. Anyway, have a great night, and thanks for watching. And stay interactive, ask questions, give me ideas of what you want to see on future videos. And that's it, you guys. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye. Even Lucky the border collie says it's time to go to sleep.